Coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hey, yo! What's up, everybody? It's me, Joe Pisapia, and here are 5 things that you need to watch for this week in the NFL. Week 9 in the NFL, and I got my eye on number 1, which is Gardner Minshew. This is a huge game for him against the Texans this week. If they win, they go to 5-4. If they go to 5-4 and beat this huge opponent with the Texans, who are going in without J.J. Watt, have some other injuries in the secondary, if he has a big game and comes out with a W here at home against Houston, I don't think Minshew gives that job back. I think this is the defining game. I'm planting my flag, so keep an eye on that one and see how it goes. I know Deshaun Watson's been great, but I don't know, man. Jacksonville defense has played pretty well, and Minshew has looked very good as well. The second thing to watch for this week is last week we saw David Montgomery finally get a huge carry load. Wow, 27 carries. How great. And a touchdown, 100 yards. What a wonderful day. Will that happen again this week? Well, I want to watch and see. If it does, it's an excellent trend, obviously, for the second half, and bodes well if you still own David Montgomery, which I know a lot of you probably got frustrated and dropped him. I undropped him in 1 or 2 leagues myself, or benched him in other ones. And yes, last week he went off, but this week it's against the Eagles. Eagles run defense very good, I think 7th overall in the league, but really you could argue talent-wise they're probably 1 or 2. Will they give him the ball? And if they do, will he be successful? I don't know. But if he can be successful against the Eagles with a big workload this week, that means he's a really good asset going forward. So now might be the time to take a shot again at David Montgomery. All right, the third thing to watch for week 9 in the NFL is going to be Sam Darnold here. Can he bounce back against the Dolphins? Now, he should. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's the Dolphins. They've been terrible. The Dolphins have been better of late, though, especially first half of games. They've come out with a pretty good game plan. They could very well come out with a good game plan against Sam Darnold and shut him down in the first half of this game. And if they do, my goodness, will the ghosts start to creep in again? And if, God forbid, the Jets should lose to the Dolphins, I have no idea what's going to happen in New York. It is going to be madness. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think a buy back in here, and back onto the train here, even in a DFS world with a couple shares of some of these Jets. It's time for Le'Veon Bell to get going. It's time for Crowder to bounce back and Robbie Anderson. So everything looks like it should be good for Darnold. Let's be cautiously optimistic. All right, the fourth thing is here to watch this week in the NFL is the Chargers' new OC. And I put a question mark because no one's really been replaced after Ken Whisenhunt got fired earlier this week. So what does this mean? Who's calling the plays? No one seems to know at this point when I'm recording this video. And even if they name somebody, we still really don't know now, do we? So what does this mean for Melvin Gordon? What does this mean for Philip Rivers? What does it mean for Austin Eckler? None of us know, but I'm fascinated to see and to find out here in this game against Green Bay. It's a huge game here where the Chargers could go back-to-back weeks with 2 Ws. It would be a huge upset against Aaron Rodgers, but I just don't know what that offense is going to be. It's definitely something to keep an eye on and see what happens. Can Keenan Allen get resurrected too? He's been dealing with some bad injuries and as well some bad performances. So the Chargers are all kinds of messed up right now. Will this firing of an offensive coordinator make all the difference? I don't know, but we'll find out. And the last thing to keep your eye on for Week 5 in the NFL is this. Are we basically in a spot here we are concerned about the Seahawks at home? I know this is crazy, but they lost to the Ravens at home. They've lost to the Saints at home. Heck, they even almost came this close to losing to the Bengals at home Week 1. Perhaps the 12th man is dead in Seattle. I don't know, but it's something to keep an eye on because this week, if they struggle again at home, I think you could probably put to bed that old legend of how tough it is to play in Seattle. All right, you can follow me on the Twitter machine at Joe Pisapia17. Check out all the great content here at FantraxHQ. That'll do it for me. See you next time, kids. Peace.